Omarion was trending after confirming to Jason Lee that he and Karrueche were almost a thing before she dated Chris Brown. Omarion said he never spoke on it because he was unbothered by Chris and Karrueche dating. Well, Chris Brown showed that he was unbothered too and posted, "Man, if you don't get your lame ass somewhere, bleep be reaching for stars." Do you think Omarion is trying to shoot his shot at Karrueche again? Or what do you think about the story? And I remember this night. It was in LA. Al, what do you think?
You know what? These young dudes in Hollywood, they really don't like black women, do they? Because Omarion's baby mama is April, and she is half Asian and half black. Karrueche is half Asian and half black. I don't understand why they don't like brown-skinned, Afrocentric black women, especially Omarion. Have you guys seen his mother? She is absolutely beautiful, a beautiful dark chocolate sister. It's so funny to me that these guys in entertainment are so focused on dating women that don't look like their mothers. It's weird to me. Like, what is the obsession here? I don't get it. And I watched his interview with Jason Lee, and now I'm questioning. I thought Omarion was a little bit smart, but after watching that interview, I was like, oh, he reminds me kind of like Erica Mena. Like, they think they're saying something smart, but they're not really saying anything smart at all. I don't know. Is he shooting a shot? Good luck.
Okay, Q.
I think fame, money, and access brings out the subtle undercurrent of a lot of messaging that we see in American society, which is black is less than, black is non-desirable. This is what rich looks like. This is what classy is. And I think, we see with a lot of our entertainers, they go out and they get these women of other persuasions. But you know what? I saw a very interesting thing on Instagram the other day where a black guy was breaking it down, and he was saying they don't love these women, that they simply are using these women as stepping stones and as, tokens basically to trade as social currency. As far as Chris Brown's response to Omarion, Omarion, I want you to go back to being zen, unproblematic. Omarion, to be quite honest, no shade to Karrueche. She's not even the it girl anymore. I think her time has kind of come and gone. And this was useless, wasteless information. It was pointless information that served no other purpose than to drum up a little bit of tension between you and Chris Brown. Karrueche is not that girl like that. She's not fab like that. Ain't nobody
Claudia,
around here trying to get any piece
Can you hear me?
of Karrueche. Claudia, what you think?
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Okay, so I think my screen was just frozen. Of course I have mixed feelings about this because my mother's Italian, my father's black, and I'm thinking, so if I was dating somebody that's a dark-skinned black man, would y'all think that he didn't love his mother because he was dating me? Or can maybe sometimes someone like who they like? Now,
it's about patterns. Okay,
right. But there's a difference between someone that is with someone, right? And they fall in love with that person. And I think we cannot deny that Chris Brown was 1000% and probably still is in love with Karrueche. Now, I will not deny that he does not have a reputation and a pattern for colorism. I don't know about Omarion's pattern, but like, big picture, yes, it's 1000% a problem. We definitely have that in our communities. And I always say there's a big difference. If you shun your own and like leapfrog over them, like they're beneath me, I don't like y'all. That's one thing. But if you happen to fall for someone that is light-skinned or white or mixed or biracial, that's something else. You know what I mean? I think it's two different things. Now, I will say with this interview, they were talking about, the night that Karrueche and Chris Brown met. I was actually at this party. It was a hot ass mess. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And Jason Lee did bring Karrueche up there. And I think there was a little bit of sparks between Omarion and Karrueche, and they didn't go anywhere. She ended up with Chris Brown. So sometimes it's not what we think it is by, sometimes you're asked a question in an interview and then the headlines that come out make it seem a little bit more sinister than it is. I think this is an example of that. Now, Chris Brown, I think it would actually look really good if we did see you step out with a chocolate woman. And if you don't want to date a chocolate woman, that is fine. but we need to stop hearing reports of brown-skinned, dark-skinned women being kicked out of your parties or clubs or tables. That's a whole nother thing to me. All right. Damon Dobbins says, Karrueche was never an it girl, always D-list. I don't know about that. And Simi said, they treat these exotic women as status symbols. It's sad they don't see the same value in brown-skinned women.
I agree with that.
Okay. And Anasa said, do you guys want to force someone to date someone they don't find attractive? All right.
Ooh.
No, of course not.
So they don't find their parents attractive?
You know, the only...
Wait. Do you find your parents attractive?
Absolutely. My mama was a dime, baby.
I don't want to date someone that looks like
my dad was attractive. Yes, that's where I got it from. Yes, my parents were very attractive.
You know, the only question that I have in relation to do you want to force someone to date someone they don't find attractive? The question is, when did you stop finding them attractive? When you graduated high school, when you came into the money, when you came into, because if you look back at your high school yearbook and you look back at your middle school yearbook, you was going to the prom with Shanika and Tanya. You see, you was going to the prom with Shanika and Tanya. But now you get to Hollywood and now you only date Karrueche's and Sarah's.
Right.
It's like, no. But anyway.
That is a problem in Hollywood. I think not even just in the business, they don't like Black women, period, out there though.
Yeah.
And that's everybody. It's really pretty
Isn't that bad?
I told you I was at the Playboy SB party and they said, we are so glad there's no Black girls here. And I was like, I can hear you.
Yeah, I better take y'all ass to Atlanta. And that is why Atlanta will forever be a special place.
Yeah, but there's only like 5 straight men there. Like, what we gonna do?
But listen, bitch, I'm trying to help.
5 Nigerians that with the housewives.
Listen, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. All right.
It's not.
Who cares that he like to get a little finger in his booty every now and again? If that, like Tyler Perry said, if that man paid a light bill, y'all had complaints. With the man that paid the light bill. All right, now look, we got educated. He could pay all the bills. Like his booty played with a little. Okay, you gonna let a man? You like your booty played with and sucked with and licked on? You just because this man wants you to go a little lower than the gooch, you gonna miss him? You gonna miss your whole blessing? Cause he wants somebody to lick around in his booty, Claudia. That's what's wrong with y'all Black women. You're too simple. You're too simple. Then you always want to say a brother don't know how to treat you. Remember that from Way to XL?
My fellow sisters out there, do not take any kind of dating advice from Tyler Perry or from Dineva, who hasn't been around a vagina since he came out of one, probably. So we are not about to do that. Keep your standards high and your body count low.